From BS and Beer Media, it's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Handoff, Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going. Oh, he's going to score. He's got the five.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome in the Top of the Bleachers. Been a while. It is what? January 12th. Happy birthday to Tuck Man. I'm not going to dox you on your age or anything today, but happy birthday, brother. Happy Monday.
Thank you. Another ride on this crazy world as we go around. I made it another full year. Only 7 more. And I've beat the record. So there you go.
7 more.
Yeah, Dad died at 56. So if I make it to 57,
you win?
I feel like I win. Yeah.
I didn't know it was a competition, but daggone.
Oh, we were always competitive growing up.
Well, I got a ways to go then. I think my dad was like 72 or something. So I got a ways to go.
He set that bar high. See, my dad didn't set the bar bare. I guess after I accomplish that, then I have to outlive my mom, which I don't.
Yeah, but you know what? It is. It does sound like a lot, but really, it's still too young.
Dude, 50 got here quick. I mean, it does. 50 sounds like, especially if you're in your 20s or you're in your 30s, 50 sounds like a long time, but 50 got here quick, man. I mean, you and I were just like 18 and in Mountain Home and seniors in high school, like just the other day. Like it was just the other day that we were.
It's a good thing I still got a lot more of my 40s left. I got a long ways to go. So
yeah. And enjoy it.
Enjoy the ride.
Yeah. I would explain to you what it's like being 50, but it's one of those things you just got to experience.
Yeah, I probably don't know yet. Yeah. It's the way it is. Well, anyway, happy birthday to you. We got all kinds of stuff happening the last week. Football out the Wazooba, college basketball going crazy, people getting fired.
Yeah.
Transfer portal been blowing up, all these kids getting big money. The newest thing is, Ty Simpson, the guy for the Alabama quarterback.
Yep.
He said, I'm going to go to the draft. And then immediately reports started coming out saying these schools are trying to get him to come back. They're willing to pay him $6.5 million. And I'm like,
I don't feel like I feel like that's more than a rookie contract. I might be wrong, but I feel like that is.
Yeah, some of these college kids are making more than NFL players probably.
I didn't really think that as far as Ty Simpson's concerned, I mean, I feel like this is probably a good year for him to come out because I feel like the pickings are kind of slim when it comes to quarterbacks. And I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback or anything like that, but I wouldn't put him in there as elite or anything like that with some of the past,
That's kind of my point. I mean, he's not, I mean, he's good, right? He's probably gonna, But yeah, that seems kind of crazy to me. But
so this is probably a good year for him to get in the draft.
Alabama, I think I'm could be mistaken about this, but I feel like there's some guy coming up behind him, maybe even coming in as a freshman. I don't know, but they always get some big, high prospect 5-star guy or whatever, the next guy, I think that might be happening too. And I don't know about the portal. I looked at their portal stuff and they haven't got very many. They're like number 54 or something in the portal rankings. They're way down there.
Well, I think if you're looking for a quarterback, like getting a 5-star freshman's nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to have a 5-star freshman, but I think it was like the last 7 or 8 Heisman Trophy winners have been transfer portal guys that have come from other schools and stuff. Yeah. So if I was a head coach and I was looking for, if I was looking for a quarterback, that's probably where I would start. I would start see who was in the transfer portal, and I might go with a freshman, but man, a freshman playing basketball is one thing. A freshman as your starting QB
It's tough.
That's tough.
It's tough. There's, I don't know. Alabama might be in a little bit of trouble. I don't know. So they had some big transfer guys that were, committed and then flipped at the last second. One guy went to Texas. One kid went to South Carolina or somewhere. I forget now. But a couple of their big portal ads that they had coming in, they flipped right at the last second. They lost out on them, so they're kind of upset about that. And then,
well, I think if Indiana has showed us anything this year, I think they've showed us that you don't have to be an Alabama or a Georgia or a Texas to get big name or to even be successful. I mean, Signetti went with a lot of older guys, a lot of transfer guys, and he's making it work. And Indiana's not bringing in 5-star recruits like Alabama is or Texas is, or
yeah,
they might be now.
Yeah. I've only seen one 5-star transfer so far, or two. There's two. There's three. There's been a couple, mostly, but a few 4 stars and then a whole bunch of 3 stars.
I'd be tempted to do what Ole Miss did and go and get me one of those kids that won like a Division II title or something like that, and bring him on staff. Chambliss looked really good, this year.
Yeah, they denied his. He's trying to play next year. They denied it, and they're going to appeal it. So he might still get to play. Don't know. A&M is actually leading the portal rankings right now. A&M, Texas Tech, Louisville, Indiana, Virginia Tech, Arkansas. We're down at number 12. So that would make us, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th in the SEC as far as the portal goes.
Why do we have now that we're paying players? And this is just a crazy question, but why do we have eligibility? Like, if I'm going to college and I'm just going to get a regular old bachelor's degree or whatever, takes me 4 years to get it, and I get done and I decide, you know what, I don't want this bachelor's degree. I want a different bachelor's degree. I can go back to school for another 4 years if I'm willing to pay for it. And after that, if I wanted to get something else, I could keep on going to school. So kids are willing to pay tuition to, enroll in the school. Why do we have this eligibility thing? Like, you ought to have as much eligibility as you want until you're not wanted anymore, I guess.
That's weird. I never thought of it that way, but you're right. Like, you can't go back to school. Like, what about a doctor?
Yeah. They do like 6, 7 years sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know. Because I don't know.
Because you'd have that one guy. You'd have that one guy that was 40 years old and he's played football for 12 years. But I mean, as long as he's paying his tuition and he's going to class, I mean, I don't know why. What's the big deal?
I don't know. I wouldn't mind that if they just cut out the transfer thing so much. Like, it's just free agency every year.
Well, I've heard a couple of people bring up this idea of only being able to transfer once, and I kind of like that idea. Like you can transfer one time, but then that's it. So
I like that too, because you never know. They lied to you when you get there, or something, or find out it's not what you thought it was going to be.
Well, you get to your senior year, and you've been starting for the last 2, and then they bring in some big stud, and they want to move you to the bench, and you can be like, all right, well, I'll go start for another school somewhere or something like that.
Yeah.
You don't really get any kind of incentive for being loyal. You know what I mean? Like, we grew up in a time when, like, Michael Jordan was on the same team pretty much his whole career. Bird was on the same team. Magic was on the same team. And But you don't get any kind of incentive for being loyal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Steph Curry's been on the Golden State Warriors now like 17 years, but he doesn't,
Wow. That's
he
crazy.
doesn't get any kind of perks or anything for, I don't think they give him any extra money because he hadn't gone somewhere else to play. You know what I mean?
No, usually they'd be like, I need you to take a pay cut so we can hire some of these young guys to come help you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
So
don't know.
maybe if you had an incentive, say like, okay, we're gonna give you X amount of dollars, and if you re-sign with us next year, that'll be your base, and then we'll add on to it or something like that. Every year you're loyal to us, we'll be a little bit more loyal to you or whatever. Get kids to stay longer.
You think they get that 4% or cost of living raise to come back to school?
I don't know. I don't know.
I guess probably get like a 30% cost of living raise to come back to school or something.
Well, I'm sure it goes both ways. You also have a kid that you paid $500,000 to, and he played 2 ball games for you, and he was crappy in those 2 ball games, and now you kind of like him to jump in the transfer portal. You don't really want him to stay.
Yeah.
So
or
you'd have it both ways. You'd have guys that you wanted to jump in the transfer portal and guys that you're like, no, don't go nowhere. We want you to stay.
Yeah, you remember Big Shaq McCroy, whatever his name was, when we got him? The kid, he came from Oregon or something. They paid big for him. Didn't play.
Didn't do nothing.
Transferred.
Mm-hmm. And we don't get any of that money back.
Guess where he went to?
Texas.
North Carolina. Followed Bobby Petrino, who's the new offensive coordinator. I don't know if you saw that. Bobby Petrino's the new offensive coordinator for North Carolina.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I see that. I see a story in the paper somewhere in the future of Bobby getting caught in an affair with Bill Belichick's girlfriend.
Yeah, they'll be hanging out together at the bars probably.
Probably, yeah.
My gosh. Anyway, let's see. We want to talk about NFL first, I guess.
Well, we've kind of already touched on college. Let's just finish up with
you want to college? Okay.
The college football playoffs. So,
all right. Well, since we last met, we had the Miami Ole Miss game, which was really good.
It was a heck of a ball game. Came down to pretty much the last play of the game. I honestly believe that if Ole Miss would have had more than 19 seconds, I think they could have pulled it off. They just ran out of time going down the field. And I know Ole Miss fans, listen to me, man. You're not going to get an interference call on a Hail Mary. It just doesn't happen. You can look back through the history of football. When it comes down to a Hail Mary, the refs drop their whistle. It's called, if you were ever a kid, it's called 500. We used to call it 500. You went down the aisle and you tried to catch the ball. So I did feel like there was probably some pass interference going on, but it's a Hail Mary. They're just not going to call it. So if they could have had 25 seconds, if they could have had 30 seconds left on the clock, where they could have had, like, say, 2 more plays before they had to make that play in the end zone, I really feel like they probably could have pulled it off. Yeah.
Well, Miami had scored 14 in the fourth quarter to win anyway.
Well, it's a good thing because in the third quarter they did nothing. They did nothing in the third quarter. They didn't
do anything. No. And then the other game was Indiana and Oregon, and Indiana.
And oh my gosh, there's Alabama fans got to feel better. That had to make Alabama fans feel better because you get routed by Indiana and you're like, oh my gosh, are we really this bad? No, Indiana is just this freaking good. Okay.
I know there's a lot of people that probably want Miami to win. I don't know. Do you think that? Or do you think Indiana's kind of like, everybody's darling favorite? You know what I mean?
I think it would be interesting to see Miami win because they're a 10 seed, and a lot of people didn't even think they deserved to be in the college football playoff.
Yeah.
I find it really hard to root against Indiana because they're Indiana, and their football program has been historically bad. And here it's the Arkansas Razorbacks. It's if the Razorbacks have gone to the championship now. How can you not root for them? They've like whooped everybody's butt all year long.
I know, man. They beat Ohio State twice, Oregon twice.
Yeah. If I ever hear
Alabama.
another pundit, and you'll hear it again on down the line, it's hard to beat somebody twice. It ain't for Indiana. All right. Pretty sure Indiana could whoop Oregon 5 times in a row. Okay. So I really feel like it's Indiana's to lose. They've really been put in a difficult situation because they're going to be in Miami. So it's pretty much a home game for the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
But I did hear that in that Indiana-Oregon game that stadium was 80% Indiana fans. Hoosier fans are buying tickets. They want to see this is a once in a lifetime thing, the way they're looking at it, and they want to be there for it.
I don't blame them one bit. And there'll be a bunch of them there. I'm sure they reserve so many tickets or something for each team. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. They reserve. It's 50-50. In a game like this, it's 50-50. 50% of the tickets go to Indiana, 50% Miami. But Indiana fans will come in and pay over price for those Miami tickets. So people will go on Miami fans or people who have tickets for the Miami side will go on StubHub and sell theirs. And so that's how you get, more people there than the other.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be like. It's going to be loud. It's going to be ruckus. And as much as I like the Carson Beck story, as much as I like the 10 seed, somebody that wasn't supposed to be there, I think Indiana's going to beat the living dog crap out of them. I really do. I just don't. Yeah. They're just good in every phase. As Jerry would say, all 4 phases. They're good in all 4 phases. Okay.
They are walking everybody. I mean, they dog walk Alabama. They dog walk Oregon.
They're up 30. They're up like 30 the other night and block a punt. Like, who's going after a punt when you're up 30? Most of them are, in return mode. No, we're going to get it. We're going to go get it. We're going to block it. We're going to score. And they did it.
And Signetti has the most iconic lines too, man. The whole Google me thing, and you see what he said after the game the other night. They're asking him about the championship.
Oh, about the cold beer.
Yeah, he's like, I ain't thinking about that. I think we'll find me a cold beer. Pittman's like, hey, you stole my line.
I mean, do you blame him though? I mean, I'd want a little bit of a breath before we start planning for the next game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they're probably gonna win.
And I think if you're a college out there and you get rid of your coach next year, you need to be looking at Nick Saban's coaching tree, because all 4 coaches that were in the finals came from Nick Saban's coaching tree. That they need to pay more attention to stuff like that when they're going after guys, So
that seems to matter, don't it? I mean, they learn from them, you know what I mean?
Well, you learn how to do stuff the right way, You might be able to put your own spin on it, your own little thing on it, but you learn from the beginning. Because think about Saban. Saban came from Belichick's coaching tree. Belichick came from Parcells' coaching tree. I mean, all that stuff trickles down. So you're learning from the best of the best on how to handle stuff.
Yeah.
And, it might just be holding people accountable. I wonder in today's society how many coaches are big on accountability.
The good ones are.
Hugh Freeze ain't. Hugh Freeze ain't about accountability. That's for sure.
I did see that when Sig was at James Madison, His defensive coordinator, I think he was defensive coordinator for him, is the DC at Miami now.
Well, look at
So-
James Madison. Like
Mhm.
Cignetti leaves James Madison and goes. James Madison continues what Cignetti has started, and they end up making the college football playoffs. You
Yeah.
could almost argue, except for the transfer portal and everything, that Cignetti had 2 teams in the college football playoff.
Can you imagine if he had stayed at James Madison and made a run like this? Would that have been crazy? That'd been crazy. Anyway, we'll see what happens. It's not till next Monday, so I guess we won't even. We'll have. I guess we'll do pregame show next Monday. Long time between games.
Yeah, why are they giving these? Like, I can kind of understand it in the NFL because those guys are like older and they play more ball games and they're beat up a little bit. I kind of get giving them a little extra rest. These are kids, man. They get too many buys. You need to have these kids out there going. The championships are already taking place.
They played on the 9th. That was the last game. Okay, well, why not? And why Monday? Why they always do championship games on Monday nights? Like, what's that about?
I'm sure it's got something to do with the ratings and the most people, but I'm not even sure how they do ratings anymore because everything is done off streaming services and stuff like that now. So, I mean,
well, they get numbers from them. They know exactly what everybody's watching.
Yeah. So it's probably got something to do with ratings. Like that's when you have the most eyes on the TV screen or something like that.
Seems weird. But anyway, so instead of playing it like, the 16th, which would be a Friday, or the 17th, which is a Saturday, that's college football, right?
Yeah.
No, we're going to do it on the 19th on the Monday after the weekend. It just seems kind of weird to me. I don't know. It's 10 days from the last game to this one, but whatever. More time to hype it up and talk about it and all that stuff, I guess.
Well, I've always criticized the Super Bowl because they'll set the Super Bowl and then they'll set it for 2 weeks down the road. And for 2 weeks, I got to listen to people talk. There's only so much that you can talk about one ball game. Okay. Mm-hmm. You only need a week to talk about 16 ball games that are going on during the year. Yeah. But now it's the Super Bowl. We need 2 weeks to talk about.
They do like a whole week and just media stuff. Like, all the players come out here and meet every reporter in the world, basically, from everywhere. They all got to ask these weird questions or the same questions over and over and over again.
Yeah, we should get press passes and go do the Super Bowl press thing and get people to come to our table. And we could ask them questions like, "What's your favorite pasta?" It's not crazy stuff like that.
Did you see the after the Jacksonville game? Well, I'm gonna get an NFL, but anyway, after the Jacksonville game, the reporter that was talking to the coach. Did you see this?
He's like trying to console him with his.
Yeah, no, you did a good job. Don't you hang your head. You did a good job this year. You're gonna be all right. And there's been mixed feelings on that. A lot of big time reporters. Well, Schefter tweeted out, "Hey, check out this awesome thing." But then there was a lot of the other guys were like, "Oh my gosh, what an embarrassment! They need to take her press badge away, and whoever hired her should be embarrassed." And taking time away from us who are actually doing work. There's a lot of people like that too. So I don't know. It seemed kind of, I don't know what the word is, cringy.
It was out of place.
Yeah, it was just weird.
Like if she'd have said that to him in the hallway after the press conference, it would have been like a totally different situation.
Yeah.
To say it in front of everybody. And it's not like he's a grown man and he has a lot of people around him. He doesn't really need you to console him. It's not like what she said was bad. Like she was trying to be encouraging and all that stuff, which is great. You should be that way in life towards people. Mm-hmm. But there's a time and there's a place for everything.
Yeah, I don't think he's interested in any kind of participation trophy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
yeah. Anyway, that was then we'll get into NFL in a minute. Anyway, anything else about the college stuff? Because, like I said, we got a week.
I mean, I think Mendoza proved that he's a Heisman Trophy candidate, that he would deserve to have the Heisman Trophy. Ole Miss, Oregon, or Ole Miss, and was it Oregon? No, who was it?
Yeah. Ole Miss lost to Miami, and Oregon lost to Indiana.
Yeah. So I think the only disappointing part about the college football weekend is that the Indiana-Oregon game was so lopsided. Like
they didn't beat
you got such a good game between Miami, Ole Miss that came down to the wire. I think everybody was like, "Oh man, if the second one's this good, you know," and then it wasn't. Like first play of the game, pick six. Oh crap, we got us a problem, you know?
Yeah. And
even though Miami went down and answered right after that pick six, you could feel it in the building. You could feel it in the broadcast. It was Indiana's to lose.
Mm-hmm. I might have misspoke a while ago because I said they beat Ohio State twice. I don't think they did.
They only beat Ohio State once.
For some reason, I was thinking they beat them in the playoff. They're not. They didn't. Miami beat Ohio State. So
no, they played Ohio State in the Big Ten championship, right?
Yeah,
and they beat them there.
Yeah, they didn't have to play them in the regular season.
No. But they did play Oregon at Oregon and beat the tar out of them.
They did.
So
30-20. They had one game that was super close. Oh, Penn State, that game. That game was crazy.
Hey, Brandon, I don't know if you meant to spell Jaguars the wrong way, but I do that all the time. I can never remember if it's a G or a J until I write it, and then I'm going to go, okay, it's a J for some reason.
Yeah, the old Jaguars.
We were talking about this during lunch the other day, and there's two words that I have the hardest time spelling. One of them is tomorrow. I want to put way too many M's and too many R's in it. It comes out like tomorrow, you know. And then Wednesday. I can never spell Wednesday right because I always want to put the N in front of the D, and that's not correct for some reason. So.
I always feel like there's an R in January where there's not.
Yeah.
I always miss it.
January doesn't get Matt was like colleague. He can't spell colleague. Every time he spells colleague, it comes out college.
And it's just college with a UE on the end or something.
Yeah. I was like, well, I don't know if I have problems with that word or not because I don't think I've ever wrote the word colleague. I've never had a colleague.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've ever written that word out either. Anyway, yeah. We'll talk about, I'm sure we'll do a little preview of the game next week. I don't know why, but we probably will.
Oh, I get it now, though, Brandon. The Jaguars, because they were Chokesville. I get it now. You meant to spell it with a G. All right, I got you.
Yeah, the Jaguars, yep.
The Jaguars.
First freaking play, you know. I'm like, I texted the chat. I was like, oh, man, here's Trevor's chance to be a hero. Pick. I was like, geez, didn't even make it one play. Good grief.
Okay, let's talk about the blonde bombshell playing down there in Jacksonville. Last year, my boy over here was big on him. Trevor's gonna turn it around. It's gonna be awesome. They sucked last year. Okay, this year he was a little apprehensive about jumping on the Jaguar band, and they've done good, and they end up making the playoffs. And matter of fact, wasn't that a home game?
Let's see here.
Was that a home game?
To the Bills at home.
Yeah. So here he goes, and he's like, I even remember him saying, he's like, hey, man, watch out for Jacksonville. Trevor's playing good. What's he do? He jinxes his kid.
Damn.
Kid throws a pick.
Every time I root for him, bro, it just messes him up. You know, I just got to be anti-Trevor from now on, and he'll do well. I swear, anytime I say something good about him, he throws a pick. You know what I mean? He's like, what the heck? Yeah, that was, I mean, I had the Bills picked in that one anyway. But they had to work for it, man. That was they had to come back at the very end there and score to win. So kudos to the Bills.
Well, this is Josh Allen's best year to make the championship. I mean, he doesn't have Patrick Mahomes, his kryptonite in there. He's one of the few quarterbacks that has playoff experience or a lot of playoff experience. But I was kind of worried for him having to go and play the Jags at Jacksonville. I thought, this could be a trap game. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't that be something if he got put out in the first round?
Yeah.
But he pulls through. He even does the quarterback sneak to take the lead.
Bro,
and
you see how far they pushed him down the field?
Yeah.
Jeez, they carried him 15 yards. I was like,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah. But that's allowed now.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Bills win. They move on. They're going to play they got the Broncos. They got to play at the Broncos, I'm assuming. So, and then
I think the Bills I think the Bills are pretty much on the road the whole playoffs unless they can.
Yeah, they're a 6 seed, so. Yeah. So they got to play the Broncos. And they're actually a minus 1.5 point favorite in that, if you can believe that.
I cannot believe that. I'd probably take Denver in the points in that because I feel like Denver's got a real good chance to win this thing outright. I really do. I mean, Bo's been playing well. They got a really good defense. They're going to be at Mile High at home. Yeah. I really like Denver's chances in this one.
I mean, they got the number 1 seed for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
they've gotten a week off to get healthy and to get everybody ready to go. Sometimes that bye week can be a bad thing, though. I mean, we've seen it in the college football playoffs. The bye is not always a great thing, man. Sometimes if you're rolling, you want to keep on rolling instead of having a week off or whatever.
Yep. And then on Saturday, we had Rams and the Panthers, and that came down to the wire again. Rams win 34-31.
Yeah, my Super Bowl pick is still alive. Yeah. Stafford's looking like MVP, buddy.
He's doing pretty good. He was, I think, what's it say? 24-42. That's not great, but good enough. And then the other game on Saturday was the Packers at the Bears. That game was crazy. Freaking Packers went up like 21-3 or something like that at one time in the first, and I was oh man, the Bears.
Did you happen to look over at old Annie's feed at all?
No.
Oh, dude.
She throwing a fit.
No, first half, dude, she is grinning from ear to ear. She's just, and she went to a bar in Chicago to watch the game. So she's surrounded by Bears fans. She got on her Packers jersey. And then things start to unravel in the second half, and the pictures and the comments are hilarious. And apparently, the bar that she was at is like a couple of blocks from where she lives. So she's just walking home, and people are driving by honking and yelling things at her out the window.
Wow. She lives in Chicago?
I think she does. I think she actually lives in Chicago.
Wow. That's wild.
Yeah.
That'd be hard to be a Packers fan, live in Chicago.
Well, I think her whole family is pretty much Bears fans, and she's like the only Packer fan in the house or whatever.
That's hilarious. That's so funny. That sounds exactly like something she would do.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Bears scored 25 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they have a habit of doing this, apparently. Apparently, I didn't realize it. Don't watch a lot of Bears football, but apparently they are the cardiac kids. They come back on people quite a bit. So
I saw that too. We'll see. They got to play So now they're playing the Rams. If they get them at home,
I tell you what, if I am the offensive coordinator for the Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams is on the run every freaking play because he throws the ball better off the run than he does when he has his feet planted in the pocket. And he's not bad in the pocket. Okay. I'm just saying, like on the run, he made a couple of throws. I'm sorry. There's only like a handful of guys in the NFL that can make those accurate of a throw on the run.
Yeah. He threw a lot, man.
He was really impressive.
48 pass attempts.
Well, their run game is not very good.
That's crazy. I thought they had a good run game. I don't know, though. I haven't watched it much either.
It wasn't good that ball game. It might have been good overall for the year, but it was getting stopped in that ball game.
Let me see if I can find some stuff here. This doesn't tell me. This is the team leaders. Let's see. Yeah, rushing yard. Yeah, they don't rush much, bro.
Mm-mm.
Well, that was for this game.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know.
They only
about
had 93 yards total rushing, 54 by Swift.
Yeah. And I think most of that was off one run.
Let's see. Oh, I can do regular season. Here we go. So they rush for around 144 a game.
Well, that's not too bad. That's not too bad, but it was not working for them that well.
If I'm reading this right.
The Packers.
They got committee, you know what I mean? Of course, Swift carries it a lot, but he only averages 67 yards a game.
Well, Caleb's he runs every once in a while too,
and he broke 1,000 yards barely. So they don't have, like you said, they don't have a big run game based on their statistics, but they throw it a lot.
They do throw it a lot, and that one kid. Now I can't think of his name. Number 2 for the Bears,
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore. He had
He's
two
good.
or three. He had 2 or 3 hit him right here that he dropped.
He's good though. He was really good at where was he at? Carolina, I think, there for a couple
Well,
years.
he showed up big in that ball game. He had a couple of big plays in that ball game, but he also had a couple. He looked like CD Lamb out there, hitting him in the hands, couldn't catch it.
Yeah, he good. Oh, Luther Burden, the kid from Tennessee, he had a good year.
Yeah,
for them. I thought he might. He was good in college. So anyway,
they got a pretty good tight end too. So I mean, who they got next round?
Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They going 2 or the Rams coming to them?
I think they're at home because they're the higher seed, I believe. Let me check just to make sure.
I think that's right. I'm
pretty sure the high seed always gets. Yeah, they're at home. Rams at the Bears. Pretty sure that's how it was. Yeah, the higher seed always.
I'm going to take the Rams in that one because I got them picked to go to the Super Bowl, so I can't really pick against them until they get. I can't pick anybody else until they get beat out.
I'd kind of like to root for the Bears. I kind of would.
Well, they need to beat out the Rams so I can root for them because I can't root for them right now.
I don't know if they can beat the Rams, though. That's going to be a good game. And then Sunday.
Okay. Well, that's another thing about that game, though. Like Green Bay went to Chicago, and weren't they like a 7-point favorite? Or they were the favorite, I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember. I feel like they were, maybe.
I feel like they were, yeah. Oh, wait. There's another game in there that we haven't talked about yet.
Yeah, we got 2 more.
Yeah. Get to the one I really want to talk about.
Well, we got one. We got the 49ers and the Eagles.
Oh, my gosh. The Eagles lose and go home. Isn't that terrible?
That's so sad.
That's just awful. That's just awful.
Well, Niners outscored them in the fourth quarter 13-3 and won the game. So come down the fourth quarter. And Kittle, guess what? Achilles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they said Achilles. I don't know if it was torn or ruptured or strained or what, but they said it was Achilles injury.
It don't matter. He ain't coming back this year.
No, they got some. They got some big major guys are out. Bosa's out. Fred Warner's out. I mean, these are big time guys on their defense that they don't have, but they're still winning. I mean, 12-5.
Well, Purdy's been out this year. McCaffrey's been out this year. Kittle's been out this year. Ricky Purcell's been out this year. Fred Warner's been out this year. Bosa's been out this year. And during all that, they still racked up 11, 12 wins. So, I mean, Shanahan's really good at plug and play. So we'll see what he's got the next round. Who they got in the next round? They're going to Seattle.
49ers are at Seattle. Yep.
Yeah. That's a tough call, man. I'd probably pick the Sea Chickens in that one. They're playing really good ball. Really but again, good. you got another team coming off a bye, and sometimes that's good for a team, sometimes it's bad for a team. So I don't know. Be interesting.
Let's see, because they've played each other a few times this year. They're in the same division, so let's see how the other ones went. So San Fran at Seattle, they lost at Seattle 17-13. And then they lost to Seattle at home. So that's crazy. What? So they went on the road and beat them. And then the Seahawks came there and won. So they won the road game. The 49ers won the road game and lost their home game to the Seahawks. And it's at the Seahawks. So
all right. So if you're one of these guys that says it's hard to beat the same team twice, you know, both of these teams have that in front of them. One of them is going to beat the other team.
Well, they didn't. Well, at least they split. You know what I mean? Because if one of them had won two of them.
Oh yeah, you can't beat a team three times.
Yeah, 3 times in a row. That's hard. That's hard to do.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. So Eagles go home. Niners move on.
I don't think there's a lot of people other than Philadelphia fans that are glad to see Philadelphia out of the playoffs.
Yeah. They won last year, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, hey, somebody else win.
It's really hard to repeat. And I think it has to do with, this sounds crazy, but it has to do with the whole hunger thing. You know, you just did it. And it's just really hard to do it twice in a row.
I don't know if this is accurate anymore, but it used to, you know, back when we were younger, it seemed like if they your team won the Super Bowl, the next year they 8-8 or something, or missed the playoffs or something. It seems like really, I mean, besides like the Patriots and, you know,
Cowboys, Cowboys won two in a row.
But it seemed like most of the time it'd be like they wouldn't come back the next year as strong. You know what I mean?
Well,
that's
in
what
the
you said, you know, they already won.
Well, in the mid 90s, well, now it's a totally different reason. Now it's because you win a Super Bowl and then all your good players are valuable now and you can't pay all of them. So other teams come in and snatch up your good players.
It is hard to keep guys for sure.
That's what made Buffalo's making the Super Bowl 4 times in a row so impressive, was because to make Super Bowl 4 times in a row meant that, you know, that's consistency. Even though you're losing every year when you make the Super Bowl, you are there every year, you know.
Yep.
That's four AFC titles right there in a row. That does not happen very often.
No, that was
Marv Levy. Man, there ain't a coach. Him and Marty Schottenheimer. I don't think I feel sorrier for 2 coaches ever. Just cannot win the big one.
Can't win the big one. Nope.
Always there playing for the big one. Can't win the big one though. You know.
Then the other game was the Chargers at the Patriots, and talk about snooze fest the first half. Oof.
Well, snooze fest for the Chargers the whole freaking ball game. Talk about disappointing.
No, 3 points.
Yeah,
for the whole
that's
game.
just ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Come on, man.
You're trying to tell me that there's not another, AFC team that could have gave us a better ball game than that? Come on, man.
I know. Well, I had high hopes for the Chargers.
I did too, man. I did too. But
Patriots
Herbert
good.
Herbert is turning into that guy that gets you there.
It's Trevor. He's West Coast Trevor. That's what he you got East Coast Trevor. You got West Coast Trevor. That's who you got.
Regular season, this guy is just a stud. Playoffs roll around and he disappears.
Yeah, Patriots win 16-3. I mean, they, did enough to win, but it was not real pretty either. I mean, it's pretty.
No, it wasn't.
Battle, I
and
guess,
it's
really.
That is actually a really good first playoff game for Drake May, because to go in and struggle and your defense to pick you up, get you a win. Mm-hmm. I mean, it gives you a lot of confidence for the next ball game.
Yep. And they're going to play. They play the winner tonight.
Who's their coach? Vrabel. Where did he come from?
Belichick.
I'm telling you, need to be looking into coaching trees. That's where you need to be looking at when you're looking for a coach.
I think a lot of them do. I think that plays pretty important, because, like, you remember Bill Walsh's tree, right? You had all those guys that filtered down to the league, and the Bill Parcells guys all filtered down to the league. And now you got the Belichick guys, It's just it's kind of a thing. The Walsh tree is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it is wild. He was on his staff. No wonder he won.
Be a good 30 for 30, just going through coaching trees.
Yeah. And so the Patriots are waiting on Steelers Texans tonight. And whoever wins that's going to have to go to New England. So.
Yeah, I tried to find the video. There's a video on X of a guy that got his little girl, I don't know, she's probably 4 or 5 years old, to pick the games in the playoffs. And he put out two, the little plastic helmets. He put out the 2 plastic helmets, and then she would yell out a name and grab that helmet. And she picked wrong every game this weekend. She picked wrong. And she picked the Steelers to win tonight. So I'm really thinking that bodes well for the Texans. So
I like the Texans, man. You kind of talk me into them. So
yeah, but again, you got a really veteran quarterback and a veteran head coach who've been in the playoffs a lot. May not have gone well. Tomlin's won a couple Super Bowls, so they have a lot of playoff experience. And then you've got, you've got the Texans, and they've been there before, but they haven't gone very far. So I'm kind of interested to see what happens there. I am sold on the Texans. I think the Texans have a really good defense. Their offense is sufficient, not, blow you away or anything like that, but they're sufficient. But on the defensive side of the ball, they are really, really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. I mean,
Iker, I don't know how to say that, man. Listen, Miami, I think I'm kind of rooting for them because they're a 10 seed. But, man, Indiana looks freaking good, dude. Really, really good.
Really good. I don't blame you for rooting for Miami. That's like the underdog kind of thing, but at the same time, Indiana's an underdog. I know they're number 1, but it's Indiana,
Yeah, not only that, but Miami is if you want to get technical, you go back and look at their championships. They're kind of a blue blood, and it is nice.
The ball goes,
it is nice to see, a team that has been historically terrible to be in there playing for it.
Wow, that's really cool. Look at that.
That is cool, man.
That's high school.
What happened to you? You weren't friends with him?
Don't tell me he's a bad guy. Don't tell me he's a bad guy. I think he's a good guy. Don't ruin his image for me. I don't want to know.
You think if you went to high school with him, you'd be friends with him, you'd have some tickets to this game.
Yeah, where you at, bro? Hook us up. Anyway, so yeah, just got the game tonight, and then we'll be set up for next weekend's playoffs games and stuff, and we'll talk about those on Monday with results or whatever. And then I don't have nothing else, man. We just got a bunch of potpourri to talk about. So
A little hodgepodge of stuff going on. So
We got all
let's
kinds of
start with some firings in the NFL.
All right, I got a
So,
list. Here.
No
It's
capri
crazy.
pants next year in Miami. There's
Yeah.
not going to be any capri pants in Miami next year.
The
I
drug
know there are
lord
a
is
lot
out.
of- I know there are a lot of Miami fans out there that are probably very happy about this, but
I think they are. That guy. Mm.
but wasn't it like it was just like a year, maybe 2 years ago, they paid this guy $70 million or something like that to be the head coach?
Something crazy. Yeah, Mike McDaniel's out.
Jim Harbaugh's out, which is probably
Harbaugh,
the biggest
Yeah.
surprise.
18 seasons.
18 seasons, man.
Yeah, I think that makes. I don't know if he was longer than Tomlin, but I'm pretty sure it makes Tomlin
The longest
leader.
tenured.
Yeah, the leader now. I'm pretty sure.
It was Jeff Fisher for the longest time with the Titans, but
Mhm.
you know,
Because they
and you talk about a guy
somebody
who just
asked Tomlin,
disappeared.
somebody asked Tomlin like about the Harbaugh thing, and he's like, "Are you does that make you a little worried? You know, that they would fire somebody that's been around that long? You know?" He didn't seem to be worried.
Craziest incident that could happen is Tomlin loses his job, and then Tomlin becomes the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, and Harbaugh becomes the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
As much as them two had played each other and hated each other, can you imagine? It's just-
I'm pretty sure all of Miami agrees with you. I'm pretty sure. Nobody likes that guy. He's just weird. I mean, he doesn't even look like he belongs in football. He looks like some
I
team
think that's-
manager that like it's kind of accidentally scrolled in there and made a fake resume and got the job.
I think that might be the biggest thing going against him is that it's like they went and got Mike Greeny to come and be the head football coach. It's like, yes, the guy probably knows football. All right. He probably has studied football, knows everything about football, but you gotta look like you belong, don't you?
I feel like you do. I mean, I don't know. That's rough.
I mean, if you're a bodybuilder, are you taking tips from a guy that's 120 pounds? You know what I mean?
No, that's like being a fat guy and telling everybody how to lose weight. You know what I mean? It's like,
which I had a question about this. So it's if you take steroids in baseball to make yourself bigger, it's considered cheating. If you take steroids in bodybuilding to make yourself, bigger and badder and faster and everything, it's considered cheating. If you dope in bicycle racing, it's considered cheating. But in a beauty contest, these girls wear like 3 layers of makeup. Like, ain't none of them coming out there all natural and everything. Is that not considered like cheating?
oh my gosh, maybe they cheating all the time, man, because they be hiding that stuff. I've seen some videos where these girls like before, and it's like, I'm like, what the? And then she's all like, "Arr." I'm like, what?
Yeah, I consider that cheating.
That's some cheating, yeah. Raheem Morris for Atlanta, he's out.
Yeah, I think a lot of people saw that coming, and I think that's a very desirable job. They got a very young team. They got a great young quarterback.
Running back, that's a stud.
Yeah, it's a very desirable job. They got an owner that actually listens to his coach and stuff. It'll be interesting.
We'll see. Harbaugh's kind of a favorite for that job. That one and the Giants. They're hot on his trail, apparently.
Harbaugh
goes to the Giants. Woo!
I think Harbaugh is a good enough coach and respected enough that I wouldn't have a problem if Jerry fired Schottenheimer and hired Harbaugh.
Oh yeah,
It wouldn't bother me at all.
that wouldn't bother me either. You
Mhm.
think he'd want to go to New York though? I don't know. He's been in Baltimore. It's kind of the same thing. Huh?
Yeah, big market, good young team.
Yeah,
Got
that's
they've got
impressive.
some they got some problems in the front office. They got some problems in the front office. They got some guys that are not very good at evaluating talent and not very good on the trade block. So
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't
we'll
know
see.
what. I've never interviewed for a head coach job, so I don't know what all as a head coach you're looking for in a job. You know, like, are you just looking at the talent on the field? Are you worried about the front office? Uh, I don't know. I don't know how you make a decision like that.
Well, there's so many positions. They have so many people help on them too. That it's not just them. It's not like the head coach is out scouting every player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have guys that do that, and then they come tell him or whoever whatever coordinator. You know, he's managing the team. He's not exactly diving
Yeah,
in.
but you don't want to leave somewhere like the
Mhm.
Baltimore Ravens, who have been consistently good, and
Mhm.
go somewhere like the New York Jets, who have a history of being, the worst team with some great coaches and some great players. And for some reason, there's only one consistent thing there, and that would be the front office, because
Oh,
you've had Rex Ryan, you've had some great quarterbacks, you've had some great running backs, you've had some defense that was outstanding and can't do nothing with it. So as a head coach, do you want to leave somewhere where you've been stable and consistent your whole career and go somewhere like
well,
a New York Jets or
yeah, but you got
at
to
least
think
the
why
Giants?
why were they stable though? They were stable because of him. So
You would
could
you would like
could
to think so. You would
couldn't
like
he
to
just
think
go
so.
do that anywhere else that he wanted to and just implement his stuff and it'd
No,
be the same?
because I think you got to have somebody backing you up, and
Mhm.
it's pretty obvious that the Jets, they don't
True,
back anybody up. They go with somebody for
true.
2 years. If it don't work, they send them packing.
Yeah.
They go with a quarterback for 2 years. They send
Mm.
him packing. They go with, you
I
know,
think if I was him, I'd probably go to Miami.
the Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean, or this too, mate. Do you want to stay in the AFC or you want to go to the NFC? That's another question. He's been in the AFC for a long time. Does he want to try the other side? It just depends on what he wants and what's important to him and
Well, I would say
where he's going to end up.
it'd be a lot easier to win in the NFC, especially the last couple of years. Like you've got
Yeah.
9 and 8 teams making the playoffs and stuff because everybody else sucks so bad. So, uh, what about the Saints? Have they fired their old boy yet? Or are they sticking with him?
I don't believe so. I haven't seen that one. If it has, I just got these wrote down. Cleveland Browns, they fired Stefanski after 6 seasons. Jeez, I didn't realize he was there that long. Raiders fired Pete Carroll. They went 3-14, but they did get the number one pick, I think. So there's
That
that.
would be an interesting place for Harbaugh to go.
Yeah, I don't know.
Man, he's been in Baltimore for 18 years. I could see him saying, Sunshine don't sound too bad. West
Yeah,
Coast, you
maybe.
know.
Oh, if he went to the Raiders, he could play his brother twice a year in the
Yeah.
Harbaugh Bowl. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, the Raiders, Cardinals fired Gannon. Giants fired the ball midseason. Titans fired Callahan in midseason as well. So that's the only ones I've got wrote down. There might be some more. I don't even know. I haven't been looking lately.
Okay, what do you think the most is after all out of all those that you just named, which one do you think is the most desirable?
Hmm.
I automatically would say it's the New York Giants just because of their history. They're a big market, but
Raiders,
I
same
don't
thing though, or Miami too. Miami's,
they got a
Shula was
history.
there forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I would say,
But Miami's also looking for a GM, right?
I would say Miami. I think that's probably the best job, probably as far as franchises go.
And is the NFL a lot like college? Like when I hire Harbaugh, and am I hiring his entire staff, or
Some of them
is he,
probably.
or is he coming in and working with the staff we already have there?
Mm. No, he replaced a bunch of them. He might keep some, but no, they bring their own guys for certain positions. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. I'm sure they'll fill those fairly quickly. You know what I mean? Probably as soon as maybe before the Super Bowl, but I would imagine we
Well,
start.
they have
We got to start working on next year. You know what I mean?
they have the. I know that they have the Rooney Rule in the pros, and that means that they have to interview at least one person of color when they start. So it's not like Miami can say, "Oh, we want John Harbaugh," and they just get to go after John Harbaugh. They actually have to interview a certain number of coaches or whatever before they can, even if they've got their mind made up, this is the guy that we want. They have to interview those other people, which I think is
smart anyway. Well, that's kind of smart in a way. Like I'd want to, change my mind. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Make me believe that would do a better job. You know what I mean? And you'll prove, what's going to make you better than that? What's going to, change my mind? I would give him a chance
because Harbaugh's got 18 seasons of tape to show you why he's a good head football coach. Some of these guys this might be, the first job that they get to interview for. And you're right. Really they have to say something and come up with something that's going to make them turn away from John Harbaugh. That's you better be like Silverfish. You better be coming in selling hard.
And hot. Yeah. So that's some of the vacancies we got right now.
So does Mike McDaniel end up going to an offensive coordinator somewhere? Or you think somebody gives him the head coach job?
No.
I say he's the next head coach at the New York Jets. That's what I say.
No.
Cleveland Browns.
Guys,
that sounds like a Cleveland Brown move if I ever heard it. Cleveland Browns scoop in, take out Mike McDaniel.
That'd be crazy. I don't think Mike McDaniel, Stefanski, Gannon, DeBall, Callahan, I don't think any of those guys will get another head job right away.
What about Morris?
Harbaugh get one. I think Raheem Morris will get one. He's pretty respected out there in coaching.
I think he did a decent job at Atlanta for all the craziness that went on down there.
I think he'll get I think he'll get another shot somewhere. These other guys, I don't know if they will right away. They might later.
And I feel like Harbaugh and Morris were more victims of injury than anything this year. Like they didn't have their complete team all year long,
Yeah, I mean, Lamar was hurt a lot this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pete Carroll, he just needs to go home. I mean, he's 147 years old. I mean, you've won, on every level. Go home. Go back to USC and teach or whatever you were doing,
Yeah, I think he's 73 or something like that. And he wanted to stay. He wanted to stay, man.
He's at least 122, at least.
Hey, Siri. How old is Pete Carroll?
I think you're right. He's Carroll like 73
years old.
74. I was giving him too much credit.
I was off a little bit. What else we got? We got the AP poll came out for the college basketball stuff today. That has some interest. Michigan finally lost. I don't know if you saw that. Finally got beat.
I did see that. Yeah.
By Wisconsin.
Yeah. Tennessee got the brakes beat off of them, and I thought, oh man, that makes it look bad for us because we beat Tennessee, and then we got the brakes beat off of us, and I was like, okay, well, apparently it's a bad week.
Yeah, there was a lot of teams got beat downs this week, but some of these teams at the top, I mean, Nebraska's still 16-0. They're doing well. Arizona's just rolling through everybody, bro. They're really good. And then UConn's really good, 16-1. Purdue's still good. Duke's got a 1 loss.
Vandy's still unbeaten, aren't they?
Vandy's still unbeaten, yep. And they're, I think, 2 or 3-0 in the SEC now, I believe. So,
yeah.
But and still on fraud alert. I'm not 100% sold on them just yet, but they're pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see here. Where's SEC at? Way down here. I think they're at the top. Yeah, they're 3-0. Texas A&M is 3-0. If you can believe that. Missouri's 2-1. Florida's 2-1. Georgia's 2-1. Arkansas 2-1. Mississippi State 2-1. And then everybody else is 1-2 except for LSU, who is 0-3 and have officially been put on the fraud list.
Well,
they didn't play the non-con. They didn't play anybody. So
I feel like there's another team that could be on the fraud watch list, and they're wearing blue, and they got a big. They
got a big win the other night. I will say that.
They did get a big win the other night. They did.
Who was it they beat? Mississippi State. I mean, I don't know if I'd call that big, but
for them it is.
You got Josh Hubbard and nobody else that I can think of. Hubbard's Alabama, and they lost to Missouri at home.
Yeah.
First time Missouri ever won at Rupp Arena.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah. That's pretty wild. Mark Pope. Sometimes he lays down at night and cries, thinks about killing himself. But he can't do that. He's got to get up and make things right. I was like, what? I cannot believe he just said that. Go sit in the corner and cry and think about killing yourself? What are we talking about?
Well, that game that they lost earlier in the season, and I can't remember who it was, and he come in and he looked like he was just emotionally tore up, and he did nothing but go on an apology tour. And I feel like a team takes on the identity of their coach. So is that what your team is doing? Is they sitting around hanging their head and crying about it? Or are they moving, I kind of like Cal's attitude. Like they asked him, after the game, because we looked terrible, absolutely terrible. And they asked him after the game, and he's like, he won't even watch the tape. He was like, that ain't my team out there that played. He's like, it was Auburn's game from the beginning. He said they took it to us. And he even said before the game in his interview with Coach Z, he was talking about Auburn being 9-6 and how they're a better club than that. And they've had some bad losses. And he's like, they're going to come out and they're going to play desperate. Mm-hmm. And I have to convince my guys to come out and play just as desperate. Mm-hmm. And he didn't do that. They didn't come out. They came out and played like Auburn was going to lay down and just let them do whatever they wanted. And Auburn didn't play like that. Mm-hmm. So it's a learning experience, and hopefully they learn from it and, do better.
Yeah, they dropped 17 in the AP, which is not that bad. I don't know about the
net. We ended up splitting for the week, which I thought would help us out and not hurt us as bad, because we ended up getting a road win against Ole Miss earlier, and then we ended up losing on the road to Auburn. So I kind of thought that would help us a little bit as far as not dropping too far. But I felt like if we went in there and we took care of business like we should have and we beat Auburn, and I'm glad we get to play Auburn. They're one of the 3 teams we played twice this year. So I'm glad we get another shot at them, because I feel like we can play better than what we played.
For sure.
But I was actually believing that if we went in there and we took care of business like we could probably have moved up into the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 big road wins during the week I thought would have done it, but we didn't do it. But I'm not going to hang my head and cry about it and think about killing myself. That's ridiculous. And somebody needs to give Mark Pope the 988 number if he's really thinking stuff like that.
No, it's wild. Well, now we got South Carolina at home. I think that's Wednesday night, I believe.
I think that's a winnable game.
And then we're at Georgia on Saturday.
Georgia's pretty good. That's going to be a tough ball game. Georgia is a good ball team. They get up and down the court. They shoot the three well. That'll be
they're pretty decent.
Test. Yeah, that'll
14
be
14-2, 10-0 at home, and we play them at Georgia. So right now they're ranked 21st. So
let's just take care of business. Take care of South Carolina at home, and then worry about Georgia when we get there. But they need to be focused on South Carolina right now.
We got South Carolina, Georgia, Vanderbilt, LSU. Those are the next 4 that we've got. So we need to go 3-1 in those 4 games.
We need to go 4-0, but 3-1 would be good too. 3-1 would be all right.
If we go 3-1, I'd be happy with that. But
if we go 3-1, if I could guarantee you 3-1, and you got to pick the one that we lost, which one would it be?
Vanderbilt.
You want to lose to Vandy?
Yeah, because it would be the least hurtful to us. You know what I mean?
See, I would want to lose.
They're ranked higher than us. They're higher in the net. All that stuff. It wouldn't hurt our stuff to lose to them as bad as it would to say LSU.
See, I would rather lose to like South Carolina at home and then win the road games, because I think road games mean more.
We only got out of those 4, 3 of them are at home. The only one away is the one at Georgia. So
okay, all right,
yeah.
So I would pick.
We get Vandy at home.
I want to go 4-0. I want to go
100-0. I don't know what. I agree with you.
And I think I disagree with you. I think I'd rather lose South Carolina, LSU, and Georgia and beat the pants off Vanderbilt. Honestly, that's just me, though.
Yeah,
I would be very distraught going into the Vanderbilt game because we'd have lost 3 in a row. But
no losing streaks. Let's not do that.
No.
Anyway, that's pretty much that. Nothing major going on. Still, Peterson plays some, out some. I don't know. It's a shame because the dude's really good. I wish we could see him play all the time. And Kansas still not horrible, but I think they dropped out of the top 25. They did. The other kid, who was the other person I was thinking?
Did you hear anything over Knox? I know he left in the first half. He had some sort of hip injury. Have you heard anything about it?
I heard hip pointer. I don't know anything more than that. I haven't seen anything anyway. I imagine, if I had to guess, I would say he's not going to play Wednesday because we're going to need him after that. I figured I need to take a day off. We'll see. I don't know. This is probably some game. What's tonight? Well, we got the NFL game tonight, right?
NFL game tonight, yeah.
And then let's see. Let's check the basketball schedule. There should be some games on tonight. Let's see if there's any good ones. Not really. No. It's like these are all smaller schools. I don't see any Power 4 teams playing. What? How is that possible? Anyway, let's check the SEC here. Okay, that's tomorrow night. Oh, yeah, tomorrow night. We got a couple of games, 3 games in the SEC. Let's go back to everybody for Tuesday. Yeah, there's some big games on Tuesday. So Indiana, Michigan State, Virginia, and Louisville. That's the other one. Mikael Brown or whatever. He's like, he hasn't been playing, and I don't think that he's hurt. I think his dad is like, you're not playing anymore. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not, but A&M at Tennessee, Iowa State and Kansas. That should be pretty good. Florida and Oklahoma. Some decent games. Let's just look at SEC though. So Tuesday night, A&M at Tennessee, Alabama at Mississippi State, Florida at Oklahoma, and then Wednesday night you'll have Ole Miss at Georgia, Auburn at Missouri, Kentucky at LSU, Vanderbilt at Texas, and South Carolina at Arkansas. That's your SEC games.
So is that a late game on Wednesday?
8 p.m.
Dadgum. They're killing me with these 8 o'clock.
I know. We got a bunch of them coming, by the way. I saw several are at 8 o'clock.
Dadgum.
Yeah.
I turned 50, man. I can't be staying up till 11 o'clock at night watching basketball.
Oh, here's the other next. Let's see. Here's the game: 8 p.m., 3 p.m., 8 p.m., 7:30 p.m., 6, 5:30, 11 a.m. Oof.
Oh, man.
Oof. At Mississippi State. I don't like that.
Mm-mm.
I don't like that at all. And then 8 p.m., 7:30, 6, 3, 8, 7:36. So. And then we play at Missouri at 11 a.m. Last game of the season. Ugh.
Man.
It's crazy that we're halfway through this thing already, man. What is going on?
Well, March is just right around the corner, brother.
I know. It's crazy. What the heck?
We got like another month and a half, and then March will be here.
2026. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The other thing is Darius Acuff won SEC Freshman of the Year again for the 5th time now, which is a record. It's not the overall record, though. What was it? I thought somebody had 6. I forget what it was. So.
I really didn't think he'd win it this week. He did not. We did not play well.
He still got his points and stuff, though.
Yeah, but he even missed a couple of floaters and stuff that he doesn't normally miss.
Yeah, a couple of layups too. He missed. We were just off all night, man. Everybody was off. Just weird. Just a weird night. Let's see who. SEC Freshman of the Year. Let's see what this says. Because I know John Wall won it a bunch of times. Let's see. I don't know about that. This just tells me the year. This is not helping me. Anyway, there's been a few, but I think it's some kind of record. The 5th time. I don't know. Maybe it's Arkansas. No, I don't know. But anyway, he's won it 5 times, which is crazy. He puts him in the John Wall type players. Devin Booker. Some others they listed. There was several that they listed off that were really good. It was a good list to be on. What's up?
Nothing. What are you typing like crazy?
I'm typing a question. I'm trying to get a list of the Freshman of the Week winners. Let's see here. Trey Johnson, Josh Hubbard. Okay, Josh Hubbard had 5, which is a program record. Darius, 5 consecutive, is the first player to achieve 5 straight. So there you go. He's the first one to ever win 5 in a row. I feel like somebody had more than 5 though. That was 5 in a row, but I mean,
Here's a question for you: will we get Darius Acuff back next year?
no, not a snowball chance. He's one of those kids I don't think Cal would let come back. He said that before, where he's like, if I think a guy's ready, I can tell you to stay here because I want you to help me, or you can do what's best for you. And
Yeah, but I mean, now in college you can make a little bit of money or whatever, and even somebody like Acuff, I mean, they're going to make you play some G League before they put you into the show or whatever.
No,
Cooper had to play in the G League. They don't
well,
make
I mean,
Acuff play
everybody plays in the G League, but I mean, he'd be like Coop, play a couple games, and then you go sit down somewhere, wait till the season starts. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think he'd be back. I wouldn't mind that. Obviously, I wish they'd all come back, but then, it's crowded. Some of these people got to go somewhere. We already got 3 or 4 guys coming in, and only 2 graduating or something.
We only got 2 graduating.
Trevin and
DJ.
Nick. Nope.
Nick
Trevin
Pringle.
and Nick. Yeah, I think that's the only 2.
So DJ could come back another year.
He could. He's a junior.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he probably will. Yeah, DJ, and then I'd say maybe Ewan has another year, so he might come back, right? Billy might come back. Carter might come back.
Yeah, I think Carter had so far. I feel like Carter had a better showing last year than he has this year.
I think even Malik Thomas maybe just 1% chance. I mean, not a high one though. I mean, I don't figure he'll be back, but that'd be a good one to come back. Holy mackerel! And then of course Cal's got a couple big wings coming in as freshmen, and then he's on 2 guards. One of them is Acuff like, except explosive. He's not a good shooter, but he's explosive, and he's one of those guys that like impacts the game like everywhere. Steals, rebounds, assists, scores. Like he's everywhere. He's one of those kind of guys, and he's freaking good. But and it was going to come down between us and Duke. This has been for a long time, and then Duke just got some guy, another top 10 point guard or something the other day. And so now everybody's like, oh, well, he's probably not going to Duke because they already got a guy, So it's between us and maybe Georgetown, I think. Latest buzz, if he's good. Jordan Smith Jr. Remember that name, bro. That dude, wherever he goes, that guy's going to be good in college. And then, of course, we got JJ coming in. And then we got Abdul Toure, who's the Connecticut Player of the Year. Yeah, we're going to be pretty good next year, too. But we're missing some things. Like, I don't see a true point guard unless he gets that guy. But
Darius Acuff, man. Darius Acuff.
He might come back. I don't know. We may get somebody out of the portal, too, man. Boogie might come back. Who knows? Who knows, man? You never know. So many guys out there. We'll see about that. What else we got here? We talked basketball. We did the firings. We did the AP poll. Anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
I think that about covers it for the week, man.
Yeah. Got a lot of football coming up next weekend. So basically, just basketball going to be going on probably most of the week. So football.
Yeah, we're gonna have to switch over, and once Super Bowl's done, we're gonna have to start covering the NBA a little bit.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. AB's been tearing it up, man. He is tearing it up.
Cooper been tearing it up, man. Coop looks good. You know who don't look good?
Let me see here. Let me look this up. Who?
This old man playing in L.A. I can't remember his name.
Lee Brown.
Oh, LeBron. That's right. That guy needs.
Let me look at Cooper's stats here. Let me look this up. Hang on. Cooper Flag. 18.9 points a game. 6.4 rebounds a game. 4.2 assists a game. So it's pretty solid.
He's been playing well. I mean, he's not.
He's not their leading scorer.
No, I think everybody expected him to do that. I think everybody expected him to come in and be like a 30-point a night guy.
He may get there. I mean, he's 18, right? Or something.
Yeah, but they've put him in a situation in Dallas where he's the one distributing the ball a lot. He's not, he's not the one running off the ball, off screens and stuff like that. It's like lots of times he's the one bringing the ball down and distributing. And it's hard to be a scorer from that position.
Well, no Kyrie, right? All year. So
yeah, I think there's a chance that he gets back before the end of the year, but I'm not sure.
Let's go look and see. Is there an injury report? Let's see. Remains out indefinitely and doesn't have a return timetable. Mavericks reporter said during an appearance on Hoop Heights podcast Around the Beat on Friday. So they don't even know when he's coming back.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Derek Lively had foot surgery December 21st, in case you didn't know that. Yeah. Gafford day-to-day with an ankle. PJ Washington was out. Ankle. Yeah. Anthony Davis sustained ligament damage in his left hand and could miss a number of months. That just happened 3 days ago.
I'm telling you, they are just, I don't know. They've got something, like ever since they traded Luka, it's like the Luka curse on the Mavericks from here on.
It's like trading Babe Ruth. Shouldn't have never done that.
I don't know if I would put Luka in Babe Ruth's category, but yeah.
I'm just saying the Sox were cursed for years.
And then I think LA would probably be a threat out of the West if they would just send LeBron to the house, because they play a lot better when he sits on the bench.
Yeah, he's LeBron. He'll do whatever he wants to till he actually retires one day.
Yeah. That must be nice.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you right now, if I could retire tomorrow, I would retire tomorrow. Okay.
Well, if he was playing basketball, you might be like, nah, he quitting.
No, trust me. At 40, I'd have been okay. That's enough. I'm going to the house. All right. This is a young man's game. Let's let the young men do this game. And it's not like if LeBron wanted to continue to be around the sport, it's not like he doesn't have several options. Like he could go into coaching, he could go into the booth, he could do all kinds of stuff. He could still be around the game if he wanted to be around the game. But I heard him say one time in an interview that he does not want to be, like, his goal was not to be the greatest basketball player ever. It was to be the richest man in the world. So that was what his goal was.
Okay, bro. Whatever.
I mean,
whatever. Float your boat.
Yeah.
Actually, what is today? 12th?
The 12th.
Hang on a second. When's the drawing? I don't even know. Hold on here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we had a drawing 2 days ago.
Yeah, you could already have millions of dollars. I might be retired tomorrow.
Let's just check it out here. Let's see. Powerball. What was it supposed to be? 124 million. Let's see here. January the 10th. Here we go. Not a damn one. They didn't even get one number. Jeez. Ridiculous.
Oh. They got a drawing tonight. You need to run out and get your ticket after the show.
Almost like it's a scam. I think I'm getting cheated somehow. I don't know how, but I think I'm getting cheated.
Well, that guy that won the 1.5 billion in Cabot still hasn't claimed. He still hasn't claimed it.
No.
No.
Are you sure?
Crazy. Yeah. The crazy part is they know that it was sold, right, and everything, but they don't know who it was. And he has like 365 days or something like that to claim it.
What?
And we were talking about it at lunch the other day, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'd have claimed it yet either, because I would want to get like all my ducks in a row before.
No, that's been like a month ago, isn't it?
Yeah, but you might want to get a divorce before you go and claim it or whatever.
That's true. I think about that. They get you on that one, though. I bet you they'd catch you on that one.
Oh, I'm sure they would.
Like, oh, you won the lotto on January 10th, and you filed for divorce on January 11th. Think you might owe something.
But you didn't claim anything until.
That's funny. I mean, I don't know if I could keep it a secret if I actually won. I don't believe I could keep that a secret.
I don't know. There's definitely some things you have to get, in order. Like you need an accountant, you need a, money manager, because that's ridiculous amount of money. Okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
So you need all that stuff. You probably want to get your will and everything redone and set up before you go and claim your money. There's probably some stuff you want to get handled before you go down there. Now, not me. I'm running to the office as soon as bam! I won. Give me my money.
I'd probably get a lawyer and be like, hey, what do I need to do here? But at the same time, I'm like you. I don't know if I'd want to, you can't trust anybody.
You can't trust nobody. Not with that kind of money.
Yeah. Let me look at that for a second. No, this ain't leaving my this has my dead cold hand. Get this out of it, bro.
It's like 1.5 billion, and then you find out like your lawyer sent like $1 billion to some Somalian daycare in Minnesota, and you ain't got no money.
Even when I get to the ticket to turn it in, right, and the guy wants me to give him the ticket, it's gonna be like, bro, you gonna get us back, right? Like,
like I wanna punch the numbers in myself.
Don't you leave my sight, okay? I want to be able to see you in case I need to tackle you over there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be hard. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. You ready to get out of here? Let's get out of here.
I can definitely admit to you that those are the kind of problems that I would like to have. Those are the kind of problems. Yeah. Oh my goodness. What am I going to do with my $1.5 billion?
I can't believe the guy hasn't claimed it yet. What the heck?
Hasn't claimed it yet. And apparently in Arkansas, you can remain anonymous for 30 days or something like that. And then after you claim it, you can be anonymous for like 30 days and then your name comes out or whatever.
What? I guess that gives you Arkansas one of those states.
It gives you time to get the heck out of town or whatever. I don't know.
Missouri's not that way. You don't ever have to tell anybody. You don't have to go public.
Yeah. You shouldn't have to.
Some states no, you should.
It's nobody's business.
Just tell them somebody won. It doesn't matter who.
Yeah.
Just tell them somebody won. That's all you need to tell them. Yeah, I'm for that too. All right, man. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go make some dinner.
Okay.
I will catch you on the flippity flop. And
I'll be there.
Happy birthday again.
Thank you.
And I'll catch you later, man.
All right.
Peace out.
Remember that if you're watching on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe if you're still around. I would be amazed if you were still around, but still around. Hit the like and subscribe. You can follow Big at the Bleacher Pod. You can follow me at Roll Right Talk on X. And thank you for watching. And we'll be back next Monday to talk about everything that's happened for the upcoming week.
Yep. Weekly show now. So appreciate everybody tuning in and all that stuff.
Especially Iker Dolzades. Thanks, man. I appreciate you getting in the comments. I'm probably tearing that up, but
anybody else drop the comment too if you want to. We'll try to get to, if you have a question or something, maybe or a topic you want us to talk about, throw it in the chat.
Throw it in there, man. We'll talk about anything.
There also should be a link to our Discord in the description of the video somewhere, I think. And if you want to come join the Discord and hang out with us too, we talk a lot of ball in there. So
yeah. And we try to keep the spam out of there. So you're not going to be hit with a bunch of spam when you're in our Discord or whatever.
Yeah.
And if you do see some spam, bring it up. We'll throw them out. We like throwing out people. We enjoy it.
I probably blocked 100 people probably. There's somebody come in there with, I'll fix all your betting problems. I can bet with me.
I picked up my phone the other day and I went on X, and down in the corner it said that I had some, stuff to look at. So I hit it. Like 10 girls want to follow me or whatever. And each one I click on, I'm like, no, not refollowing. No.
Yeah. Yeah. You get those. Get a bunch of those actually.
It's all spam. I'm pretty sure.
OnlyFans girls or.
Yeah. I'm 50 years old. I am not looking at.
I got
The girl that served me my beer yesterday was 20. And I was like, you're not even old enough to bring me my beer. She's like, no, I can serve it. When you're 19, you can serve it. You just can't drink it. And I was like, I am twice your age plus 10. Okay. Like when you were born, I was 30. That's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. She was born in 2005.
Yeah.
Wild times, man.
Yeah. She carded me.
No way.
Yeah. She carded me.
Yeah, well.
And then Matt sat down beside me, and he's 6 years older than me, and she carded him. I was like,
All right, well, enjoy the rest of your birthday.
All right, man, I will.
Catch you later, dude. Peace.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.